Hey guys, I'm back. A couple of weeks ago I talked about replacing the GoPro Hero 8 with the GoPro Hero 9 and the fact that if you were to do that you would have to get rid of all the accessories of the 8 into the bin, and basically there's 100% truth to that fact. Well, not 100% because you can use some of the accessories, but here it is. I have now got the 9 alongside with the 8. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you not so much about the performance of the 9 because you can watch it in everybody else's video. I'm going to reiterate the thing that I said last time. If you're after a brand new GoPro and you have not got any previous versions of the GoPro Heroes, the Hero 9 is a no-brainer and you just go get it. There are a few issues if you are upgrading from the GoPro Hero 8 or 7 or whatever other versions, and instead of just showing you exactly what everyone else is showing in the videos, I'm going to talk to you today about some of the little quirks, some of the differences, and some of the reasons why you may not want to upgrade to the GoPro Hero 9. So the first thing to note is that, at least in Australia, they're currently offering a special deal if you buy directly from GoPro Online, which involves getting the GoPro Hero 9 with a 1-year subscription to the GoPro Hero Online thing. Can't remember what it's called, but you get that and you get 30% saving on a lot of the accessories, including the batteries and the chargers and grips and all that kind of stuff. Now the caveat of that is you have to get it from GoPro Online. So if you need it right now, this is not an option for you, unfortunately. You can't get this deal at a store. And the other thing to note is that is something I've discovered is if you've already got a Hero 9 and you want to just take advantage of the 30% discount on accessories by joining this annual subscription thing, just be aware it is not possible to order batteries online via GoPro. The reason for this is the batteries are not locally sourced. They actually come from Singapore. And the IATA regulations say that unless you actually purchase a camera along with your battery, they're unable to ship the battery. So if you think you can join the club, spend $99 or whatever, and then you get 30% off a couple of GoPro Hero 9 batteries and maybe the dual charger and a few things, you won't be able to get the batteries using the online service. So forget about that as number one. In terms of the sizing of the two, you really don't notice any difference when you're using it in the field. There's no concern about the fact that the GoPro Hero 9 is slightly bigger than the 8, except for the fact that the accessories don't fit. The game changer for the Hero 9 compared to any of the older GoPros is this front-facing screen. So basically what that means, as we all know if you vlog, the camera is pointed towards you and you want to be able to see where you are in the frame. So basically the front LCD screen allows you to frame that video much better than if you weren't, because you'd just be otherwise guessing. The differences otherwise in the GoPro Hero 9 compared to the 8 are significant. Number one is the battery is bigger, it lasts longer, it takes a little bit longer to charge, but the most important thing is they're not interchangeable. So all your GoPro Heroes 6, 7 and 8 batteries do not fit in the 9. And also the GoPro, if you have the dual charger for the 6, 7 and 8, that will also not work on the 9. Yes, you can buy replacement batteries for the 9, and if you've never had any of the previous GoPros, that's not an issue at all. But one thing to remember right now is GoPro Hero 9 batteries are really hard to get. As I said, you can't get it from the GoPro online store because of the shipping regulations, and none of the stores, as far as I can tell in Sydney, stock the Hero 9 batteries right now. The GoPro Hero 9 dual charger, which does come with a spare battery, is currently on pre-order. It's expected sometime this month, but there's no clear outline of when that'll be available, so that's something to consider. Having said that, the Hero 9 battery does last a little bit longer than the 8s, which is a bonus, but I would certainly, especially if I'm out for the day, if I'm traveling, if I'm using this a lot, I would definitely want to get some extra batteries, and right now that's not possible at all. Another thing is that any mods you might have purchased for the Hero 8 do not fit on the 9. You can get a media mod for the 9, but again, it's a new investment, and don't even think about the possibility that you can interchange them. One of the good things about the 9 compared to the 8 is the fact that the lens is back to the replaceable cover. So if you've ever got a scratch on this, on the 8, that's it, game over, send it back to GoPro, get it repaired, have to pay lots of money, but here you can just twist that bit off and actually change that. I think it was about $30 online 5K, the image is good, but just remember the 5K videos that you make are not compatible with the iOS devices right now. So you won't be, one of the things I found that's really cool with the GoPro system is you can actually make little summary kind of videos using the GoPro app, and it has suggestions, and it actually takes all your video images that you copy onto your iPhone, and it's kind of snips them together and adds some music and some special effects, and it actually is very intuitive. So it knows exactly what it almost like it's your second brain. It actually reads what you're trying to do, and the videos that come out of this is actually really cool, and you barely have to edit them. As I said, it almost seems like the software knows what you're trying to do, and it's just helping you, and it's really automated. It works really well, but it doesn't work with 5K recording. So if you're planning on doing this, you must shoot in 4K, which is fine most of the time anyway, but that's just one little thing to bear in mind if you're planning on making these little vlog videos using your iOS device. Some other little quirks I found with the 9, which I haven't had a problem with the 8, but it may now appear on the 8 given that iOS has upgraded to 14 and all this kind of stuff, is that there can be some issues transferring your files onto your Mac or your iOS device. Now, the easiest way to easily transfer your files over to a Mac is to actually take the micro SD card out, put it in an adapter and stick it in the SD card slot, and you can just transfer it like any other. I have previously used image capture, and I do that for all the other cameras and it works fine, but it doesn't seem to work on the Hero 9 even if you've got the settings on the USB connection. For some reason it just doesn't see the Hero 9, and similarly it doesn't see the Hero 9 on my iPad Pro when I connect it via USB-C cable if I use the Files application, but it does work if I copy it into the photos. So from the photos I can import it, it recognizes it, and then I can share it onto my portable hard drive, which is a Samsung SSD. But it takes an extra step because for some reason it doesn't recognize it in the Files app. I don't know why. I've googled that in the forums and stuff and no one can seem to explain why, but that's just a little painful second inconvenient step that you have to bear in mind. You can easily edit the GoPro Hero 9 footage on LumaFusion, which is what I use on my iPad Pro, and the video quality comes out really well in 4K. I've not done much with 5K for the reason that I explained to you before, in that it doesn't work natively on iOS and you can't use it in terms of the app on the phone, but you can actually transfer the 5K video straight onto LumaFusion on the iPad Pro and edit it straight from there. The beauty of 5K is you get a little bit more image resolution, allows you to crop in a little bit tighter to the frame and you don't lose as much detail. But I don't think that's going to be a big issue for a lot of people, so I wouldn't get too worried about that. So anybody who's upgrading from Hero 7 or an 8, these are some of the things to consider before you're getting the 9. But as I said, if you're new to the whole GoPro system, just get the 9. Wait for the new batteries to come out, get the spare batteries, get the dual charger when it comes out, and you're off to the races. But if you've got a lot of legacy stuff like the chargers and stuff, you just got to remember, as I said in the last video, be prepared to chuck it out or sell it with your Hero 8 because none of that stuff works. But obviously the mount is the same, so anything that goes into this mount will work on any. So if you've got the shorty or the three-legged tripod thing, or any of the floaties or anything, or any of the other windshield mounts, suction cups and all that, that'll all work. It's just the batteries and the mods which are going to be the issue. I'm really enjoying using this thing. I'm okay to deal with some of the little quirks that I've mentioned. Hypersmooth 3.0 is awesome. There's hardly any shake in any of the footage, even if you're walking, and it could become a perfect vlogging camera if you're after something with good video and image quality, which is small. I'm still using this Sony ZV-1 for most of my vlogging because it allows you to have different capabilities which the GoPro doesn't do, including stuff like optical zoom. You've got to remember, this thing is so much smaller. It's waterproof. You can take it to the beach. I didn't take my Sony ZV-1 to the beach at all because I didn't want sand all over it. Sand's not very good for cameras, nor is saltwater sea spray. So I did everything exclusive with the GoPro Hero 9. I've been uploading vlogs onto my IGTV. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little run through with the new GoPro Hero 9. Remember to like and subscribe, leave me a comment down below, and I'll see you again in the next video.